Good evening, carnivore hunters. Today I'm going to show you how to sharpen your meat grinder blades. So I have not done mine in quite some time, and they're scarred. And the last time I used it, you could really smell the motor burning. And so it's time to sharpen these up. My brother and I are hopefully going to be recording a video this weekend. He's coming up my way again, and we're going to need the meat grinder. So I thought I'd get that ready for you guys. So all you need to do this is a lapping plate, and I just have a glass lapping plate, nice flat surface with the non-skid surface to put it on, so your plate's not sliding as you're trying to sharpen your blade. This one also came with it goes anywhere from 250 grit all the way up to 500,000 grit, which gets down to the 0.05 micron level. I don't think we need to go that low. So today I'm going to use the 300 grit and the 600 grit to finish it up. And they come in different colors too. I got this one off of Amazon. So, I mean, super fine stuff on here. And we'll see how this works out. My blue paper is my 300 grit. So my brother and I recently recorded this video of sharpening our knives. So check that out. We're doing something similar. We're going to use some of the same techniques that we showed you in our knife sharpening video. The first thing I want to try to sharpen is the blade that rotates itself. And so just like we did, and this is why you want a nice flat surface, just like we did with our knives, we're going to mark these edges with the Sharpie so that we're going to want to knock all this Sharpie off so we know we have a nice, clean, sharp, smooth surface. So you can see I've got those edges marked up pretty good. Went off the edge in a couple of spots, but that's okay. So to do this, and I'm going to move the camera around in a second here so you can see me as I do it, but you just want to pick a side and make that your 12 o'clock position. We're going to set it on the paper here, and we're just going to go 10, 15, maybe 20 times in the 12 o'clock position. Then we're going to rotate it to the 1 o'clock position, do the same thing, and then we're going to take it, rotate it to the 11 o'clock position, do the same thing. And then when we go to finish it with our 600 grit, or was that 600? Yeah, our 600 grit, we're going to do the same thing all over again, only we won't mark it with the Sharpie when we're finishing it. So let me move the camera around here for you guys, and I'll put the camera down on the work surface here so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, carnivore hunters, so this will be my 12 o'clock position up here, the side closest to you. So we're just going to start rubbing this out. I think that was about 15. So if we flip this over, that looks pretty darn clean. I got most of it off, except you can see where I kind of went off the edge when I was marking it. But that looks pretty clean. So I kept my 12 o'clock position. Now we're going to rotate to the 1 o'clock, like I said. We're going to do the same thing. There's my 12 o'clock. Looking better and better. Oh, sorry. It's looking better and better as we go. So I kept my finger on 12 o'clock. Now we're going to go 11 o'clock. Go about 15 on this one as well. Here we go. It's looking nice and shiny. I got all there are some spots here that probably could use some work, but I can already feel a difference on the edge. So let's get our 600 grit and repeat these steps. Yeah, so much nicer. Still some weird spots here, but let's go to the other position, and then we'll go to 11. Let's count. Okay, here we go. Let's see what we have here. Interesting, that spot is still there, but I can definitely feel the blade is sharper. I'm going to run this over the finishing. I'm seeing some scoring here that I don't like. Actually, let's take it down one. I have a 1200 grit, which is our yellow one. Let's give this a try. Yeah, I'm still seeing that scoring, but again, I do feel a much noticeable difference in the sharpness of the blade. So you don't want to just do it to the blade, right? You want to do it to your plates too. So same method, you're going to find your 12 o'clock position, which we'll make here. I'm going to, but let's, and by the way, we want to do both sides of this as well. So I'll go through all of these, starting with my 300, and we'll come back to y'all in a moment. Actually, before we start, look at how oxidized these have become. And so you're going to see a huge difference when I'm done with this. They're going to be much more shiny. Oh, and before I forget, we also want to mark this up with the Sharpie. So kind of all over. Keep getting caught in all these holes. But again, you know you're going to be flat. You're going to get rid of all the scarring when you can't see the Sharpie anymore. So let's get started. That's what it looks like so far. Now we're going to start to finish it. Hone it, I should say. Looking cleaner. Looking much better. All right. Now that's looking really good. Let's just finish it up with, or hone it up with this one. Let's see how that looks, guys. Much better. All the most of the oxidation is gone. Hard to tell the sharpness on this. So, like I said, my brother and I are going to be doing a video where we're going to grind some meat. The last time I used my meat grinder, you could just smell my motor burning. I had a really hard time getting the meat through it, and we finally had to abandon that and grab another meat slicer from a friend until I could get this sharpened up. And so now I've got it sharpened up, and so I'm going to finish these other two, and we'll show you some photos of the before and after at the end of this video. By the way, like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. That way, when we are grinding some meat this coming weekend, you'll be able to see I wish I had a video of me trying to push the meat through the last time I used it. It was very frustrating experience. But try this. Get your lapping plate, and you'll be happy. It'll save you money too. You're not going to have to go out and buy new blades. Eventually you will, but you can get several.